2-can trip this one. He's going. Merry Christmas. Ooh, it's fucking hot in here. And the AC on. There we go. And the right. Okay, I'm gonna do a video for you. Cheers.
Quite often I get to thinking how as kids we got by. Like at Christmas time at our house, we couldn't even afford a fire. But we made do with what we had back then when I was young. Dad used to suck a peppermint and we'd all sit around his tongue. We couldn't afford no sparkly tinsel for our Christmas tree, so we'd just wheel old Grandad in and make the old cunt sneeze.
Wheel him round the other side, Nana. Christmas Eve. Just about to shoot up the lookout and do G-Spot 6-question challenge on about bikes and everything else. So stay tuned, I'll get there shortly and we'll have a chat. Alright, just made the lookout. I'll pan around. Very cloudy day today. Still 33 degrees though. Black over there where the fires were. No one here this time. Last time I was here was all the fucking people checking out the fires. Anyway, get settled here. Rightio. G-Spot Moto put out a, oh jeez, put out a six question challenge. I haven't done a video in a while. I missed the premiere on Monday, but just been flat out doing stuff, you know, Christmas time and all, family first. I really don't know what I'm doing with me premiere times. I tried Monday lunch times and I'm not getting anyone there to chat to too much, so might go back to night times on Sunday or night times Monday, Tuesday, I don't know. I'll work that out in the new year. Anyway, G-Spot Moto. Cheers, mate. He's got a free challenge. It said automatic bikes. Would you have one? Well, like him, yeah, you would. You want to ride something anyway. 2 wheels, 4 wheels. You come to think about it, like the lawnmower powered go-karts that used to drive around on the go-kart tracks, they're just automatics. You pull the cord, get it going, and put your foot on the throttle, foot on the brake, that's it. But what got me thinking about, I said to him I'd do his challenge and I'll tag him in it and all that, but back in the day when I was a teenager still at school, the Pee-wee 50s, 60s and 80s came out. And right into riding by then, of course. And we go to parties and a mate would have his little brother or little sister have a Pee-wee in the backyard. and we'd take the bike off them and ride around the backyard. I remember one time we were that big that our knees were dragging on the ground. you'd have your legs bent like that as you're going along. So your knees would be dragging along the ground. You go around the Hills Hoist, which is a clothesline, back up to the barbecue and do a couple of laps that way. But when you get wound up, there's a bit of a whoop in the grass, and if you went too fast, by the time the bike compressed and started to go back up again, your knees would be dragging on the ground. I remember, it wasn't me, but I can't remember if it was me, it was that long ago. Well, one of the fellas did the whoop, and his knee dug into the ground that much, dragged him off the bike, and he ended up laying it over. But yeah, automatic bikes, fucking oath, yeah, love to. The old, like I said, PW50s and all that, they were auto, so you just twist the throttle and away you go. So that's the first one. And your second one, what was it? 250s. If there was only 250cc motorbikes, would you have one? Hell yeah, it's exactly like what G-Spot Moto said. Come to think about it, like I was talking about before on the XR250. I geared it up, I put a 42.2 sprocket on the back, and it really geared it up. It was good in the scrub. You come around the corner, hit a little rock in the road, only a little one about yay big, get in the right spot and you could lift it and we'll stand for miles and go up the gears. And honestly, I had the most fun. The most fun I had was on the 250 trail bike. Like, I had it for 15 years. I did a top end, did a bottom end. It's 300 and something bucks to do the bottom end, or 400 and 400 or 300 to do the top end. So in the 15 years I spent what, 900 bucks on it, engine wise, to keep it going. Went through a front sprocket and a back sprocket. Still had the O-ring chain, that all went well. But yeah, I'd 250cc bikes, most definitely. But also, when I sold it, I had no bike there for a while. And when my kids, Corey and Tyler, were young and just enough to want to ride bikes, they never really took to it like I did. They couldn't get the gist of changing the clutch. Excuse me, that's where probably the automatic bike would have been really good. But I bought a 125 Orion Thumpster like this. Anyway, I used to, at home where I am now in Taree, I bought a little quad and that Thumpster, and I'd take them out riding out bush, and it was awesome. A little 3-speed Oregon Thumpster, 125. I'd sit out the front, have a few of these, 3 or 4 of an afternoon, daylight savings, nice sunny day, traffic's starting to go by, and you know how it is, you sit there, you get the Dutch courage, and you goes, fuck this, I'm going to jump on the bike and go for a raz. So I had a figure 8 on the front yard of our house, and you jump on it, around the letterbox, back around there, figure 8, then down around the palm tree, past the front Jack and Jill chair, back up around the letterbox. Just had a figure 8 and got the stage where I was starting to wear a track, so I had to put her away. And then I thought, well, I'm getting a bit drunk now, so I might as well turn it in and sit back and have a couple more beers. But yeah, 250, whatever cc, it doesn't matter what cc, as long as you enjoy it, have fun. Even a postie. Fuck, I remember my cousins, I'll get to in videos later on, where they grew up in Collector, which is near Goulburn, and there's a lot of stories about that town too, which I'm hoping to get there in January, around over Christmas, depending on the heat and the weather and how the fires are going. At the moment I can't get there. But my cousin Jason, when he was alive, they had a posted bike. They lived on a farm, they had a posted bike. They didn't have an ag bike. They had a little postie, 90cc Honda, and we'd razz around the paddock, up to the silos and back, up to the sheep shed and back. But anyway, like I said, any CCs, doesn't matter. And what's the next one? Third. What do you love about bike riding? Freedom, the fun. Mainly the freedom. You get on there and it's you on the bike, and always ride to your potential. You push the limits here and there, but even being illegal and illegal, like, you know when to screw the throttle open and know when to back off. You just got to have the knack and that gut feeling. You hear that gut feeling in your tummy, and you gotta react to it. Like, it saved me a few times. You're on the highway and it goes, oh, you know, they usually sit down here, and then you'll back off, and then you go, you know, the blue light sitting in the side street, getting all the speeders. So yeah, and also therapy. A lot of times I can't go. Even now, I only drove the car because it's a shitty day and it's not really, I don't really want to go for it. I do want to ride, but I don't want to ride around Christmas time because it's double the merit points and there's dickheads on the road. Christmas Eve, the last thing I want to do is have someone run into me and whatnot because of the Christmas traffic's pretty shit in town. But therapy, yeah, I go batshit crazy. I tell you, if I can't get out on a bike in a month or 2 months, I go crazy. I need to get on the bike. I need to screw the throttle open, even if it's just to jump on the bike and have a quick razz around town. But as long as I can get on a bike and ride for 10-15 minutes to a half hour, obviously more is better, but whatever I can do, you know, if I need to get on a bike to clear my head and just to ride up here at the lookout, or even over to my other one at Taree West down there at the water ski place, I got to do it. I just, therapy, it clears your head. And the fucking Mozzie's biting me. Nah, ant. See, go to New Zealand, they don't have ants or fucking snakes or anything over there. My missus really likes New Zealand. She's planning to move over there because they've got no mosquitoes. Because Mrs. Smitty, she's me Mozzie zapper. She'll appreciate that going on video. Anyway, one down. I told you it was a 2-canner. Don't worry, they're mids. Okay, next one. Hate. What do you hate about riding? Well, I hate, obviously, like what G-Spot said, the really high temperatures, the hot days when it's like 30 degrees and you got the 90% humidity, and Harleys are air cooled and they don't like riding in that temperature. So honestly, you don't go riding in when it's unbearable degrees, which we had yesterday. It was 42 degrees here yesterday. No, sorry, the day before. Then yesterday it was 25. Nice and cool, breezy, bit of rain. Oh, it spat for about fucking drizzle for a couple of hours. That was it. Not enough to wet the ground. But we need rain desperately. It's so dry down here. But yeah, like I said, hate. And then the other one I really hate is pissing down rain. When you got to go somewhere and you know it's winter time and it's cold and miserable and thunderstorms. I do have a story about when we got caught in the rain coming back from Southwest Rocks where that jail is. But I won't tell you about it now. We'll save it for a video, and for a ride I'll tell you about the story on the bike when I'm doing a ride. But pissing down rain, I've had 4 or 5 times where I've messaged the missus and the kids at home. I said, look, I'm nearly home, pop the garage, because I only got an old tilt door garage, can't afford a roll door. So they battle with that and get it up. I'll ride in the garage and I'll strip off. I got 2 inches of water in my boots, my socks are wringing wet, my pants are wet, the whole lot. And that's even with your wet weather gear on, your dryers bone and everything else and all that stuff. It's just pissing down rain, unbearable. And you know, when you get home, you just take all the gear off and jump straight in the shower to heat your bones up. That's the main thing too, is to get in a hot shower, warm your body up and your core up, and then you deal with all the shit in the garage where you left it when you took it all off. Anyway, next one. Helmets. Fucking oath, I don't care. In America they have states where you can't have a helmet, but me personally, you need a helmet. Like, it only takes one knock. Look at all these blokes in Australia, all over, with the one punch, coward punch. They blindside him, hit him in the temple. No, my cousin's done it. My cousin got picked. He was known for a brawler. He got picked by this fellow, went out the car park. Pete retaliated, hit him. He fell down, cracked his head on the concrete, and then he's in a law case for 5 years trying to prove his innocence, that it wasn't his fault. In way theory, yeah, he got done for what was it? Unlawful killing. So he still had to do time for the incident while the court case was going. But then when he got cleared, well, no, he did get cleared. He didn't. I don't know. Pete's in jail anyway at the moment. He's one of my bad cousins and I never got on with, and I got a few stories about him too. But he punched this bloke, he hit his head on the concrete, cracked his head open. What saved him was that this bloke was picking him and all the bouncers and all that. It was actually one of the bouncers too, I think, in Queensland. Seen him, picked him, and hit his head on the ground. So like, if you can do that when you get punched out, imagine what happens to your head when you come off a motorbike or get hit by a car or things like that. It's second nature. You got to put a helmet on, regardless. Like getting in a car, you put a seatbelt on. These blokes that get done for no seatbelts, you're fucking mad, because it's a natural. I feel naked when I don't have my seatbelt on. Anyway, helmets, yes, you got to wear your helmet. Anyway, last one, number 6. Bikes. If bikes were illegal, would you ride one? I laughed at this one, G-Spot, because virtually as a teenager, when you're at school and you're not old enough to have a licence, you shoot the breeze anyway. You run the gauntlet. You ride trail bikes unregistered, unlicensed through the scrub. I've been doing it for 15 years before I even got my licence. Oh, I had my bike for 15 years, so I'll probably a good 5 of those or 6 of those 15 years I was unregistered, unlicensed, and just I'd ride the bike up to the corner, push it across the highway, excuse me, throw my leg back over it, and away we go, out bush, out Pigeon House, and all around the mountains of Milton Ulladulla. So yeah, I remember one time we were getting chased by the ranger, and the rangers are pretty cool because they try and chase you, and you'd roar up this track, pull into a side street, then he'd go past, then you pop out behind him and follow him, and then when he looks up and sees you in the mirror and you see the 2 fucking brake lights come on, you just do a U-ey and fucking head back the other way because he can't turn around and chase you. But when it comes to Christmas time, it's a bit different because the trail bike coppers come into town, and they're a bit harder to get away from. And as a kid, I remember as a kid, me and my best mate at the time, we that's what we wanted to grow up to be trail bike coppers. Just be a trail bike copper and go and book kids or let them off, give them a letter, and then go riding with them all day. But then we found out you had to be arseholes, so I thought, nah, I'd rather just ride bikes and don't have that fucking badge against you. You know, that's a big club as well. You don't want to be part of, well, me personally anyway. But anyway, that's me 6 questions for G-Spot Moto. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry it's not on a ride. This is the only way I could sort of think of getting a video out there for you and give you a bit of footage for Christmas. And cheers. I will get on the bike in the new year, and I want to go down to Rob, throttle down under in Sydney, hook up with him, probably talk him into going for a ride down to Berry or Kiama, and hook up with Easy, depending on how busy they are in the new year. And I'm thinking about sort of jumping on a plane heading north too, so we'll see what happens there. But Merry Christmas. I'm laughing because as kids or teenagers and growing up in Ulladulla, we used to say, Mary kiss my ass. And I know Mary the Gid Raven is not directed at you because we've been saying it for years, but Mary kiss my ass, Happy New Year, and have a good day.
But things changed pretty bloody quick. I got kids now of my own, and I heard them unwrap their prezzies last night when I got home. Hey, Santa Claus, you cunt! Where's me fucking bike? I've unwrapped all this other junk and there's nothing that I like. I wrote your fucking letter and I come to see you twice. You want our geriatric fart, you forgot me fucking bike. If I'd have wanted a pair of bloody thongs, I would have bloody asked. And this cowboy suit and ping pong set you can shove right up your ass. You stuffed me bloody order up, it's enough to make you spew. But it's not just me who's snaky, me sister's dirty too.